Okay, so today I'm going to talk about cardio. Firstly, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience of what I had. The first ever show I did, I decided, right, okay, I'm going to get up, we're going to go on this diet, and we're going to start doing cardio from day one. So I decided that I was going to start jogging. We didn't know a lot then. I just thought that's probably the best thing to do. Get up in the morning, go for a run. To start, I could literally only run, literally just a few, I don't know, just round the block, just about. And then, as time went on, I got a bit further and a bit further and a bit further. And every single morning I was getting up and I was jogging. Until towards the end of the diet, I was pretty much sprinting. Every single day I was able to get, a little bit further. It's quite amazing how the body adapts, really. But the only problem was by the end of the diet, I felt like I chewed a lot of muscle up, and certainly in my legs. So I did the show, and yes, I was in shape, so it was good, but I felt like I'd lost a lot of muscle. So I thought, okay, look, the second diet I did, I thought, right, I'll start the cardio, but this time I'm going to use the bike. So I would get up in the morning, and I would do it first thing in the morning, and I'd do it before bed. I'd do about 15-20 minutes because it was very intense. I bought myself a spinning bike from Argos, got on there every morning, got there on every night. I remember at the time I used to listen to The Prodigy, so I was on it hard, sweating. And okay, it got the weight off, and again, I dieted down and looked at myself, and I think that my legs were definitely better. I think I'd held more muscle. Then I went to the third show and decided that, you know what, I'm going to go for walks, long walks, but fast. I'm not going to hit the bike hard. I'm not going to do it so hard, but I'm going to go for long walks. So about 45 minutes in the morning and at night. Now this was definitely better. Now obviously you can get on a treadmill, but for me, being outside first thing in the morning, I'd rather do that than sort of be on a treadmill staring at like a brick wall or in a gym. So I'd walk. So I'd get up and I'd put my hat on, put my coat on, get wrapped up, and off we'd go. And I'd come back, sweat, have a nice shower, job done. Then I'd go to work, and then last thing at night before I go to bed, I'd go back out again, do the same again. Now this was definitely better for me. Definitely hold a lot more muscle doing that. But then as time went on, I realised that, you know what, I held back on the cardio because I felt like I didn't need it from day one. I used to drop very drastically at the beginning. So not only did I clean the food up, I was going to lose weight anyway from that, just basically reducing calories. I was in a sort of calorie deficit from day one, plus by adding cardio, it was just a bit too much. So I would drop, and I felt during that period I'd actually lose muscle. So I thought, okay, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all the foods up, and I'm going to diet down. And when I get to the point where I feel like I'm struggling to lose weight, then I'm going to add the cardio. Now that really worked for me then. I used the second half of the diet, and I used to add the cardio when I needed it. But this is what I see, and this is the issue. The cardio is there for when you need it as a tool to help you lose weight. And what I notice with a lot of people, they do it whether they need to or not because they get obsessed with it. In fact, the cardio starts taking over from the weights. So every morning, every night, there they are, bang, 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 cardioing it to death. And I think that, now when I do it, I'm more sensible. I'm quite happy to do cardio if I need to. But if the weight's coming off and everything's going nicely, and I'm burning enough calories, i.e. from like my work and from my training and from, my daily routine, then I don't put tons of cardio in because I'm losing weight anyway. There's no need. And if I feel like I need to push the diet along and I need to rush things, get a bit more weight off, then of course I can put the cardio in. But I think what happens is mentally people just start the cardio, and once they start, they can't stop. And then you see them cardio, and then they just whittle away to nothing. So once the weight's off for me, I stop the cardio, if I was doing it anyway, because then I'm maintaining. I don't want to keep chewing. You see people, they're on there, they're looking good, and then you see them like 3 or 4 weeks later, they've been cardioing it to death, they've just lost muscle. It's madness because it's a mental thing, and I think it's very difficult. So you use the cardio as and when you need it. And you can't get obsessed with it. And this is what I see. It's very easy. You get caught up. You feel guilty if you don't go out and do your cardio. Right. So now this time I've decided that I do actually very little cardio because as I've got a bit more experience doing the shows now, I just think that what is cardio? I mean, cardio doesn't mean being on treadmill. Cardio means, being active. You know, instead of going to the shop in my car around the corner, I will walk now. I set myself jobs like I don't know, I decorate the hallway or something. It's burning calories. That's what you've got to be doing. It's no good sitting around being lazy. When you're dieting, you've got to be active. So I train twice a day. I stay active. I don't like sitting around for long periods of time. And that way I'm constantly burning. You've got to remember, every minute of the day is an opportunity to lose weight. There's no need to be sitting around. You know, you've got to be active. So staying active, it obviously depends on your job. Now, when you see pro bodybuilders and they're doing like cardio, you've got to remember they're not working. So there you see them getting up in the morning, they're on the Stairmaster, but that's their job. They're getting up, they're having to do that. They're not doing manual labour, they're not working all day. So you've got to look at your job as well. If you've got a long day and you're working hard, then that is your cardio. You know, you don't do that and then go home and then start adding more cardio. You know, I don't think that's necessary. So use the cardio as and when you need it. And if you need it and you feel like the weight's not coming off, you can ramp it up a bit. If the weight's coming off, then you can slow down on it. But you've got to use it as and when it's needed, and not just fire it in because you feel like, you know, it becomes like a mental obsession. So that's my take on cardio. What would I say the best cardio is? I think Stairmaster's very, very good. I think walking's very good. Running, definitely no. Bike, it's okay, but you know, it didn't really work for me, that. You know, there's many different types of cardio. You might want to go swimming every day, but as long as you're burning, that's the main thing. For me, going in a gym, stand on a treadmill wasn't for me. I'd rather go outside and walk, or I'd be more active, give myself jobs to do, so it becomes very productive. So not only are you burning calories, but you're getting jobs done at the same time. It could be washing your car rather than going to a car wash. And that's what I do when I'm dieting. Just stay active, don't get obsessed with the cardio, put it in when you need it, and I think you'll preserve more muscle and things will be better. I'll speak to you soon.